in the game. It's the Chalkzone, baby, no 2 rounds the same. We got pixels, polygons, mayhem galore. TJ's on the sticks and he's kicking down doors. Oh, the Chalkzone. Oh, the Chalkzone.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Don't sound like it, boys.
Yeah.
Ready to do what it takes?
Yeah.
To be unforgettable?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get dirty. Get ugly. Get the job done. Let's go. You're right. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. The jig is up. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey. I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up here to perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down, and then when you grow, they say that you switching up here to perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It was mine. It was time for redemption.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Season 11 Week 3 LMS Recap Show. You are in the Chalk Zone, and I, as always, am your host, TJchalkboard, coming to you live from the basement of the Legion of Doom headquarters right here in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. And boy, what a fucking week it was. We've definitely seen some changes in the standings. Nothing crazy as of yet, but definitely there's Turts. There's Turts. I fucking love it. I love it. How you doing, Turts? Yeah, as of right now, nothing major in terms of changes in the overall standings, but definitely seeing some guys on the move, kind of moving up, things getting a little bit closer, especially over in the A. Not to mention an absolute crap ton of trades. I wish we were going through all those tonight. I'll explain why we're not in a moment, and I'm hoping that we can actually start going through some of the trades as the weeks go on, because the AHL was just an absolute wild firestorm of trades in this past week. Along with me tonight, I have Johnny Sins returning once again with that beautiful new PFP, and along with him is Simpson. Simpson, how you doing, man? Welcome.
Hey, good to be here, man.
It's great to have you. I was happy when you said that you were going to be able to jump on. Obviously, like I said, a lot of movement in the AHL. Do you think we're even close to done?
No. in my experience with the A, there's going to be trades galore. Some of these teams, like the Baby Pins, I expect them to make a lot more moves. Since Huge took over, they've been making skyrocketing up the standings. So I see teams like that are sitting about mid-pack right now. I expect them to start making a lot more trades. You'll see the teams at the top, Rockford, Charlotte, Cleveland. They'll make a few trades here and there.
Yep.
But I feel those three teams, their rosters are mostly set for the most part. But yeah, the past weekend trades, I just keep getting that notification in the league. There's been a trade. There's been a trade. Like, man.
Yeah, dude, my phone was blowing up. I just literally could not believe how much was going on. Johnny, over to you. Kind of same question, right? Like a lot of guys, especially you're seeing it, as it was mentioned with the Baby Pens, but in the East, there seems to be an awful lot of movement. Over in the West, like you kind of expected it with a few guys getting called up. But a lot more movement in the East. Like, do you have an idea like why that run is going right now?
Not particularly, outside of the fact that what I've noticed is the East is a lot tighter as far as their race goes. So, like, you've got 4 teams in the Atlantic that are within 15 points, and 3 of them are within 4, Then you look at the Metro and it's 39, 32, 29, 28. Like, they're all bunched up. You go to the West, and the Pacific's kind of tight, 35, 32, 30, yada yada. And the Central, you got 44, and then you got 25, 21, 21. So I don't think it's as close. But again, I don't know if that really justifies it. Maybe it's just the teams and the players, and
Yeah, trying to get those right fits to build that chem.
That too, and you've always got players that want to play with so and so or want to be here, and
Yep. Nope. 100%. Really quickly, just want to hit it up one time. We got Asho Teheni, I believe that is it. 91. First time chat saying Simpson. We also had a first time chat from It's Volt Legacy saying Ontario Reign coming for the cup. First time chat from I'm on a plane saying shut up turtle, which shut up turtle. I'm just joking. I love you, buddy. But yeah, if it's first time in here, make sure that you hit that follow button. We do love those follows, and we are right now only 15 away from 500, so hit that fucking follow button as we go right into it, boys and girls. Actually, hold on. Really quickly, this is something that we were supposed to play last week, okay? So here's what happened. We got everything ready to go. We were fantastic. But the recap show, like, we wanted to do it a couple days ahead. It was just, it couldn't work out with timing again because I was on the road and everything, so we ended up doing it on the Thursday. Now, there was something that was supposed to be played in the recap show. We didn't have time to do it last week, and we're going to do it this week. But here's what I want to tell you all. Make sure that your best clips, whatever you have, your best goals, your best saves if you're a goalie, a great big hit, a fight if you want. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Make sure that you're putting it into that, which channel is it? It's the weekly highlights channel. Make sure that you're uploading your clips because every week we are going to be picking our favorite clips from every single week and putting them in a compilation video. And ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, here is your week 2. We'll have week 3, week 4 next week. I promise you that. But your week 2 highlight videos. Fucking absolutely gross, that goal at the end there with the reverse tie-up pushing. Oh, man, I love it when they bring that fucking winger in and swing it out the other way. Completely throws the defense off if they're not ready for it. But here we go, boys and girls. It is time for the for your full recap. Yeah! Fucking cheers. Let's go, J-Bone. Let's go. HZ Berg. saying W goal, first time chat. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Again, make sure if it's your first time in here, you do hit that follow button. As I mentioned before, we are going to start with the standings. So right now, over in the LMSA West, so the Ice Hogs are sitting on top of the Central Division right now, way ahead with 44 points. The Eagles behind them at 25, the Wild at 21, Stars at 21, and the Admirals at 16. While over in the Pacific, the Canucks have the lead there. 35 points, only 3 points right now ahead of the Reign at 32. They definitely made up some ground this week, moving ahead of the Firebirds, who now sit at 30. The Gulls at 27, and the Silver Knights tied with them at 27 as well. Guys, again, looking at the West standings, is there anything that's really like, aside from obviously the Ice Hogs right now, that are what is that? That's fucking like almost 20 points ahead, like 19 points ahead right now. Aside from that, what's standing out to us?
The goals are, champs from last season. Honestly, I think a lot of that came from Gramps losing. Gramps in net carried a lot of those games last season. I know I'm going to get some hate from the guys over on that team, saying I used to play for them, but with Gramps taking over a team, that their goalie situation's kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Deadly Baron is a really good goalie. But the irony there is the Canucks are the ones leading the division, which is Gramps' new team. So there's some irony there. But the goals fall off should be studied, I think, at the moment. So, but yeah, everything else is kind of close. I mean, Firebirds, they've lost a guy to a call up, but they got back a guy that's maybe like 1A, 1B in talent. Reign has a solid team. The Silver Knights are a good team too. They'd be second. They would be second in the Central, and they're last in their division, which is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, right? Like, even in looking at from first to fourth, right? There's only a 9-point difference right now. So like, anything is still in play, and you would have both the Gulls and the Silver Knights kind of taking both of those wild card spots right now if the playoffs were to start today. So these are both teams that are still right in there, by the way. As we move over to the LMSA East, Checkers right now in the lead over there, 43 points, 10 points ahead of the Bruins. But we saw Providence obviously making a little bit of a run this week, having an absolutely fantastic week. The Crunch sitting at 31, Senators at 29, and the Griffins at 16. Over in the Metro, it's the Monsters leading the way there with 39 points. Wolfpack at 32.
I want to step in for a second. There's a typo in there. Apparently, I still suck. Wolfpack and comments need to be flipped.
That may have been me. Was that me or was that you? That may have been me.
I don't know. The comments are in second. The logo's right. The name's wrong.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That was one of us. So one of us made the mistake. So apologize. So it's the Comet sitting in second at 32. The Wolfpack is at 29. The Penguins at 28, and the Phantoms sitting at 19. Again over here, like a wicked week for the Bruins. Right? They're still 10 points behind the Checkers, but they are making ground quick.
Oh, for sure. Bruins have made a few moves, but they seem to be playing great. They've skyrocketed, and it's that's going to be the Atlantic's going to be a fun division to watch between those two teams.
Oh, absolutely. As we move over to the power rankings, so right now the Ice Hogs still remaining in first with the Checkers in second. Monsters moving up 3 spots into third. The Bruins up 6 spots into fourth. Canucks dropping 2 spots down to fifth. The Reign up 1 spot into sixth. The Crunch up 4 spots into the seventh spot. Firebirds down 4 to 8th. Comets up 2 to 9th, and the Wolfpack down 2 to 10. Again, we're seeing a lot of movement in the power rankings week to week, so it'll be interesting to see how this is looking come the end of this week. As we move over into the end, so the LMS West right now, the Stars, definitely holding on to that Central Division, but the Avalanche are looking really, really good and making up ground fast. Right now, the Stars ahead right now at 41 points. Avalanche sitting at 38. The Predators at 28. Blackhawks at 24 and Wild at 23, while over in the Pacific, the Kraken and Ducks are both now tied with 41 points. The Golden Knights only a few points behind at 38, but that is well ahead of the Kings at 26, and the Canucks just can't buy a win here, boys. What is going on with this group? Anyone?
They need to figure it out. 6 points. I mean, they got to figure something out. I don't know if that's a chemistry thing, a availability thing, or what. I don't know who the management is for those guys, but they definitely got to figure something out there, because that's. Oof.
No, absolutely, and I know week two was definitely. Week two had to do with availability, right? Because I know on a couple of the nights they just weren't able to go. They were supposed to be one of our games, and I had to make last minute moves to kind of to get other teams in because they weren't able to go. So whatever's happening there, I thought maybe there would have been some call-ups, moving some guys around, but haven't really seen too much movement around those guys. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. Now, here we go, boys and girls. Over in the East, in the Metro Division right now, the Rangers are up out front with 38 points. The Penguins right on their tail at 34. The Blue Jackets sitting with 24. The Flyers at 22. And the Devils with 19. The Bruins in the obvious lead right now, the reigning champions at 45 points. 15 points ahead of the Red Wings at 30 points. The Senators at 22. Lightning at 21. And Panthers at 14. Now, the Rangers and Pens, obviously, this was expected. The Bruins, this was obviously expected. The Red Wings this last week definitely saw a little bit of a turnaround, right? But not exactly where we expected. I don't know about you guys, but especially coming out of the draft, there was definitely some expectations that they were going to be an awful lot closer to the Bruins. Johnny? Did Johnny go to get his pizza? All right, Simpson?
Nope, I did. I'm here though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say maybe it's an avail thing at times, and maybe it's got a lot to do with Chem. They've got a lot of good pieces in the draft, like you said that they aced the draft. Probably got an A+ if you were grading it, but
100%.
Like some of those guys maybe just don't play together, maybe don't play well together, maybe just need more time. But still, they're still in second, even with all that. So
yeah. No, and they are doing well. Was expecting obviously a little more out of the Lightning. Blue Jackets have definitely turned it around. Flyers have definitely turned it around this week from last week, kind of moving up in the standings. Think we're going to see a pretty good battle here between the Penguins and the Rangers for that top spot over the next week. So definitely looking forward to that and hoping that we're going to be able to cover one of those games, because boys and girls, that would be a whole lot of fun. As we look at the power rankings for the East, the Bruins right now still holding on to that top spot. The Kraken have moved up 2 spots into the second spot. Stars remain in third. The Ducks down 2 into the fourth spot. The Rangers at 5. Vegas up 1 into 6th. Avalanche down 1 into 7th. The Penguins, Red Wings, and Predators all holding those 8th, 9th, and 10 spots. Lightning getting it figured out, man. Trust, says V-Reds. Dude, I believe you. Like, looking at that squad on paper, I've expected more. I've been waiting to kind of see it turn. So if that's exactly what's going to happen here, I'm hoping for it, because the boys deserve it. Believe you me. As we look at the players of the week for the LMSA, now, once again, allow me to refrain that, what the guys pick for their players of the week versus how I do my players of the week, I'm looking at a line from the East and a line from the West in both leagues. So I'm not necessarily looking at, the absolute tops. I'm looking at the best players in their positions and my top line for that week. So, if you have any questions, and again, we also go with goalies, like it's a minimum of 3 games for all the positions. It's a minimum of 3 games. So even if you think you did better, but you only had 2 games, you're out of it. You have to play a minimum of 3 games in order to get on the list. So your center in the LMSA West this week is Jam 16 Mac. Through 6 games played, had 15 goals, 9 assists for 24 points and a plus 14. Was 82.7% passing with a 53.2% face-off percentage. Just not bad at all there, especially that 82.7 from a centerman. can kind of sometimes get caught up in those cross creases and doing it very, very well there. Your left wing is a 91 Tavares. Through 6 games played, had 12 goals and 14 assists for 26 points and was a +6. 72.7% passing and 35 hits. Krobos Dan from the Rockford IceHogs is your right wing. Through 6 games played, had 13 goals, 17 assists for 30 points, was a +11, 61.8% passing, and 6 blocked shots. Again, for a right winger, not bad at all there. Your left defenseman is Blue Hawk. Through 6 games played, had 10 assists, was a +3, 17 hits, 26 takeaways, 3 block shots, 77.9% passing. That's the kind of defenseman I want on my team. No offense, Nux. I love you, buddy. We are going to be talking about that fucking guy later, believe you me. From Texas, your right defenseman through Bobimus? Is that what it is? Bobimus?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Okay, perfect. Through 6 games played, had 8 points, was a +10, 21 hits, 23 takeaways, 8 block shots, 80.3% passing. Again, those first passes out are hugely, hugely, hugely important. And your goalie from the LMSA West is WMD Maple. Through 6 games this week, had an .885 save percentage, 1.83 goals against, went 5-1 with 96 shots against. Dude was just an absolute fucking beast in net for the Reign, and obviously showing why they were able to make up some ground there, picking up 5 W's just on his back alone. Anyone in particular standing out to either of you guys?
Maple. I mean, that 1.38 or 1.83 goals against average is nuts. I want to know how many shutouts did he have? We need that fucking stat for goalies.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Dude, I argued this my very first week. Like, the fact that the fucking website does not track shutouts for goalies is a fucking sin.
It is a fucking sin coming from somebody that mains goalie. It is a fucking sin that it doesn't have it. We need that stat.
Yeah.
Somebody fix the fucking website. Whoever.
I want to say,
do that.
if maybe going forward, like we add that onto here just manually, because you can look at the games played. It's a little bit of a pain, but you can look at their 6 games or 9 games. But anyway, that's
more than a little bit of pain.
I would say the defender, Bobimus, with the 80% passing. 80% and above passing is elite. And then you've got, I'm just going to say a shout out here because this is going to be one of your favorite things here. Crowboss clearly learned how to pass from Nux with the 61.8, right? Like, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get shit for that one because I'm busting Nux's balls now. But
No, and dude, let me tell you, fucking, again, for a winger, right? Like, you got your forwards, like, with passing up that high. Those cross creases can definitely bring it down. Hate to look at the turnover differential, but yeah, like obviously they're picking their spots wisely, and that can be huge. And it's, especially for Rockford, this is a major, major reason why they are so far out in front right now. It is absolutely crazy. As we move over to the LMSA East. From the Providence Bruins, your center for this week is Crazy Wafer 420. This is actually, dude, I'm glad you picked this guy because this was the guy that I was going to pick before when I was trying to go through everything and looking at it day by day by day, buddy. I don't
think there was another center that I could take. I mean, yeah, the 60% passing is meh, but like you can't go wrong with that rest of that production. It's crazy.
No, exactly. Through 6 games played. Yeah.
Insane.
7 goals, 26 assists for 33 points, 5.5 points per game, and was a +29 with 60.1% passing. From the Crunch, your left winger was Slothster. Slothster 44. Through 6 games played, had 11 goals, 10 assists for 21 points, 3.5 points per game, was a +2, 65.6% passing. Again, some, good passing for a winger.
Yeah, they're just to say something real quick for that position. There was a lot of guys that might have been slightly above them. Like there's a lot of honorable mentions there, but they only played 3 games. Yeah. I wanted to try to get somebody with at least like 6, maybe more than 3, just because 3 games you could play 1 or 2 bad teams or have 1 or 2 good games. But to be consistent, 3.5 through 6 is pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you, fucking when we get over to the end, buddy, there's a few guys that only played 3 games that I picked, but we are going to get there very, very quick. Your right winger is from Hartford Wolfpack was THC Magic. Through 6 games played, had 8 goals, 20 assists, had 28 points, 4.67 points per game, was a +12, 60.6% passing. Again, great passing forward. Yeah, who played the Stone Cold one? Max, getting it, fucking love it. Lefty And man, do I miss this fucking guy and do I love the name. I want to talk to Samson. Through 6 games played for the Checkers, he had 13 points and was a plus 12, 34 hits, 27 takeaways, 8 interceptions, 86.4% passing. Woo-wee! That boy's on fucking fire. From the comments, it's JT Snow 6. Played with this guy the other night. I like him. Through 9 games played, he's your right D. Through 9 games played, had 11 assists, was a plus 12, 66 hits, 38 takeaways, 14 block shots, 80.6% passing. Absolutely fantastic. I love to see what the PIM numbers were because I need to find me a couple fucking goons. Need to find me a couple of goons. And your goaltender for the LMSA East, Jiffy Jaff. In 2012, through 6 games played, had an .846 save percentage, 2.33 goals against, going 4-1-1 this week. Once again, boys, who's your standout from the list?
Samson.
Yeah.
Or Wafer. I mean, the 26 assists for Wafer is
wild.
Yeah, I mean that's a guy that's seeing the ice well.
Yeah.
Finding the open guys and just dishing the puck left and right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's for me, it's kind of a toss-up between him and Samson. I mean, 86% passing, again, as a D-man. Like, if you're above 80, you're kind of elite. 86 is crazy. And he did it in 6 games, not 3. So, yeah.
100%, man. Fucking looking absolutely fantastic. Samson is probably my guy here as well. As we move over to the players of the week from the LMS West, Kuzi from the Golden Knights taking your center this week. Through 9 games played, had 15 goals, 19 assists for 34 points, was a plus 10, 71.7% passing, 53.2% in the face-off circle. Through 9 games played, dude, that's actually pretty darn good. I think he had something like 150-something face-offs. It was wild. Really love to see it. Once again, this guy is here. Eventually, like, one of you guys have to beat him one of these weeks, right? Like, somebody's going to do something, right? Once again, your left winger is Prod season. Through 9 games played, had 19 goals, 28 assists, 47 points, plus 35, had 50 hits, 5.22 points per game. I don't know how, like, somebody's got to slow this guy down. Like, they got to find a way to slow this guy down. Now, yes, he played all 9 games. But again, like, just find a way, boys. Find a way. Also from the Seattle Kraken, your right wing is Pack Frax, which I learned that this week. I felt bad because I was giving him shit in the chat for having the X, because y'all know how I feel about putting an X in place of a vowel in your name, because then I have no idea what your actual name is, and I was talking shit, but he was in the chat and he was really cool, so I apologize, and I now know that it's Pack. But anyway, through 6 games played, he had 22 goals, 12 assists for 34 points, was a plus 30, 5.67 points per game, and 60.8% passing. I wonder who he was passing to. Obviously, Prod, because look at anyway, man. But the guy knows how to shoot the puck as well, so looking absolutely fantastic there. From Seattle as well, your left defenseman there, Yuko Young, through 5 games played, had 11 points, was a plus 12, 28 hits, 22 takeaways, 78.6% passing. Your right defenseman from the Colorado Avalanche, it's I believe that's Christopher. I believe. I'm not going to. Don't quote me on it. So it's either Curve Stoffer or Christopher. Either way, through 6 games played at 13 points, was a plus 15, 31 hits, was a plus 16 to the turnover differential, and had 75.2% passing. And the goaltender over there, again, some great numbers here from the Dallas Stars. Titanic on 2 VHSs through 6 games played, was an .842 save percentage, 2.5 goals against, going 6-0 this week for Dallas. Okay, aside from Prod, because our left wing availability people don't show up. Prod, don't. Okay, what are you making excuses for, bro? Like you're getting to play every game. So what? Have fun, dude. Love it. Fucking get after it, buddy. You don't have to fucking. I'm just ragging on you. I'm trying to get the boys hyped. Get somebody to beat you one week, at least one fucking week, right? Who's standing out to you here, Johnny? Aside from Prods, of course.
Well, I was going to say, you had mentioned Prod and said somebody's got to slow him down, and you said that he played 9 games. Yeah, but he still had 5.22 points per game.
I know.
Like, whether he played 3 games or 9 games, that's still a ridiculous points per game.
Yes.
Obviously, tight Titanic. You know,
Yeah.
the 2.5 is pretty good for the end. 6-0, 84%.
Yeah.
You know, the other goalie too, T-Dog, you know, 857, 217. So yeah, pretty good defenders in the end right now.
Absolutely. And for you, Simpson, anybody standing out here?
I mean, Yucko, that 22 takeaways on 78.6 passing. That's a stay-at-home defenseman that will, you know, move the puck out and create a breakout. And I mean, 11 points. No clue how many assists he had. I'm guessing those most were assists.
Mostly assists. I think it was one goal, 10 assists, if I'm not mistaken, was what it was at. And yeah, and again, like we talk about it so many times, right? That first pass out is hugely, hugely important as you're looking at it and trying to get those breakouts. And we saw it so many times, you know, with those passes out and hitting prod just finding room and like walking defenses. It's so beautiful to see. But, you know, again, how long can Prod keep this up? Is it really Prod season? We are about to find out, boys and girls. As we move over to the LMS East for this week. Now, again, like I said, right, when you're talking about guys with only 3 games played, I had to over here, and this is exactly why. So, your center from the Detroit Red Wings, Gretzky, through 3 games played, had 9 goals, 8 assists for 17 points and a plus 10. 5.67 points per game, 53.3% face-off. Absolutely fantastic. I believe the passing percentage was at about 58 or 59%. Didn't get to add that one in. From the Philadelphia Flyers, having a great week. Little Deaky. Through 3 games played, had 7 goals, 9 assists, and 16 points, and was a plus 12. Had 23 hits, 10 block shots, 67.2% passing. This guy was just an absolute fucking beast for the Flyers this week. Right wing from the Bruins, man. I'm watching this guy in the it was I believe it was the last game on no. It was the first set of games on Friday night. Charisma Mentality, through 3 games played, had 15 goals, 6 assists, 21 points, plus 7, 18 hits, 13 takeaways, 7 points per game, dude. This guy is fucking unreal. And if they can get him in on an extra fucking night, watch out. The Bruins are looking fucking dangerous. Or maybe you just kind of keep this guy at about 3 games a week and hold on to him for the fucking playoffs, and teams are not going to know what to fucking expect. Your left defenseman from the Tampa Bay Lightning, PlayStation, this week through 6 games played, had 9 points. Was a plus 13, had 31 hits, 84.8% passing, and was a plus 30 to the turnover differential. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Gwiz from the Red Wings was your right defenseman. Through 6 games played, had 17 points, was a plus 9, had 43 hits, dude, 80.9% passing, and 22 takeaways. Again, just a solid defenseman doing his job back there. Your goaltender from the Tampa Bay Lightning, T-Dog Dragon, through 6 games played, had an .857 save percentage, 2.17 goals against, going 4-2. You know, so maybe took the 2 losses, but obviously those games that he won them very, very well. You know, keeping the team to a minimum. But looking absolutely fantastic. You know, I'll go to you first here, Simpson. Who's your standout here?
Toss up here between Charisma and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Charisma obviously with the 7 points per game, and that's
wild.
I mean, ridiculous.
Yep.
Ridiculous. And then 85% passing from a defenseman.
Yeah.
With a plus 30 turnover differential.
Yep. I did the math myself. I mean, plus 30. Yeah.
That's every owner's wet dream of a defenseman right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out PlayStation as well. And it's not a knock on Charisma. 7 points a game is absurd. And you know, my logic behind the 3 and the 6, and we maybe differ there. Yeah. But like the 3 games played, 7 points a game is great. But say he played 6 and had 1 or 2 mid or off games, and then all of a sudden your 7 points goes to like 4, and then you're right there in the middle of the pack. So I don't know. I mean, the toss-up would go to PlayStation because he played 6 games and had that plus 30 takeover or turnover differential right there. Is, as a defenseman, is literally one of the most important stats you can have.
Yeah.
Passing and turnover differential.
Oh, 100%. And if you've ever played without PlayStation, you know how good this fucking guy is, and just how well he moves the puck. I've played with him a whole bunch in different leagues, and the guy's just a fucking absolute beast. So it's really good to see him here on the list this week. As we move to my favorite segment of every single week, it is time for TJ's Good, Bad, and the Ugly for week number 3, boys and girls. Starting it off in the AHL. From Cleveland, your full negative for this week is Sassy Snipes. Through 9 games played, was a negative 42.
Simpson, what are you doing over there, huh?
Buddy.
He's gone, man.
Well, good.
Wild.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk shit out of school here, but
No.
negative 42.
We recognize that fairly quickly.
Not quickly enough. You allowed him to go minus 42 through 9 games, buddy. That's rough, to say the very, very least. So good luck to whoever picks him up. Your turnover specialist from Utica was Sage of 6 Cents. Through 6 games played, had a negative 93 turnover differential. I had to do the math on that twice. It was like, well, wait a minute, really? We'll get to prod when we get over to the end, but damn, that's pretty hefty, to say the very least. Really quickly, your passing failure from Texas was Energizer 69er, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. Through 6 games played, was 50% on 34 pass attempts. It's not like you even tried to pass a lot, and you only connected on half of that. That's 17 passes you made, bro.
Yeah, wasn't anybody ridiculously low this week.
No.
50% was kind of I was looking for a 33 or a 40, but there just wasn't one. So,
but still, on 34 pass attempts to only be 50%, ouch. If it was up 60, 70, even then, man, that's a little rough. Your sin bin for this week, again from Utica, it's Teeny Skater. Through 3 games played, had 15 penalty minutes. I love me a good fucking goon, boys and girls. So I hope at least 5 minutes of that was a fight, because I'd love to fucking see it. Your hit parade for this week from the Coachella Firebirds. Double dose 86. Through 5 games played, had 83 hits and 10 penalty minutes. Fucking Goonie. I fucking love it. And I love to fucking.
It's second straight week on here. I didn't check week 1, but it's the second straight week on here.
Yeah, this is his second straight week on here, and dude, I fucking love it. And the hits went up, and so did the penalty minutes. Fucking get after it, buddy. And through only 5 games, almost 100 hits, bro. I love it. I fucking love it. Absolutely love it. Your big blocker for this week from Colorado, it's Doggy Praz. Through 5 games played, this guy had 18 block shots. He loves getting in front of fucking rubber. I'm sure his face doesn't look great, but his goalie will be happy about that. I can almost guarantee you that. Circle King, Crazy Wafer. We already talked about this guy earlier on. Crazy Wafer from Providence. Crazy Wafer 420 through 6 games played was 60.1% in the circle, 119 face-off wins, just absolutely fantastic. Those quick starts are hugely important, so dude definitely gets the nod there.
There was a couple guys there that were slightly above, 63, 62, but with 50 to 30, 40, 50 face-off wins, 119.
Yeah,
at 60% is crazy.
Yes. Now, this one is hard for me to do because I know this guy very well. And Cole, if you're watching this, I love you, buddy. But what the fuck are you doing? Your public skate for this week, Cole for Bin 420 from the Ontario Reign. Through 3 games played, had 0 points, was a minus 11, had no penalty minutes. Dude wasn't out there doing a gosh darn thing. And it shows. He takes the public skate for this week. Little rough. Your Stay Greedy, Andrew, one up from Ontario as well. Through 9 games played, had 14 goals and only 3 assists for a plus 12. Get rid of that damn R2 button. You don't fucking need it. Keep on shooting, baby. It looks good on you. And your Swiss cheese From Grand Rapids, it was Dubs Eater. Through 6 games played, had a .669 save percentage, 8.33 goals against, allowing 50 goals on 151 shots, going 1-4-1 this week. Ouch. Any comments here, boys?
That's rough.
Right? That's
rough.
very, very rough.
Oof.
Allowing 50 goals on that.
3 is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it also, I mean, it could have been bad defense. It could have been turnovers. You don't know the whole story. It looks very bad on paper.
It
You know,
does. That's why I got the nod.
I personally don't know the full story either. So like I can't really comment on it whether it was truly like he had a bad week or it was a combination. My guess, you know, maybe some EA, maybe some bad defense, maybe some breakaways. You know.
Ash is asking, is that Simpson in net? You're getting some.
No.
You're getting some shade, buddy.
Now that you think about it, that Simpson isn't that your double tag? No, just kidding.
You caught me. You caught me.
Oh.
You caught me. I got 2 out there, and they're both.
Look,
shit.
even Hyde was saying that I mistyped it. I must have missed something.
Let's go. Oh boy. As we move over to the end, boys and girls, your full -4 this week from Vancouver. It's Orbit Duck 123 through 8 games played, had a -33 this week. Obviously not as bad as what we saw in the A, but still like -33. We know Vancouver's doing bad. That's obviously and clearly one of the reasons why that is going on. As I mentioned, you know, the turnover specialist over in the A, like, hey, that number was bad. You're not going to see it as bad as this guy. Prod season, through 9 games played, -120 turnover differential. Now, to be fair, a lot of that is because of those cross-crease passes, and I get it. You're going to make those passes. Turt's asking if I was playing DJ in front, defense in front. You know what, Turts? You're throwing me off here, buddy. I fucking love you, but no, I was not. Otherwise, it would have been a better save percentage because I would have been out there blocking shots, or at least trying my best. Prod season, -120 turnover differential through 9 games. Like I said, it is an awful lot of games. You do have a lot of those cross creases, but still, 120. Sometimes, like, just pass it back to the fucking defense. Let them take a fucking rip. Maybe you get a fucking rebound. Like, try something different. I don't know. It's clearly working for him, though, because he got, like, fucking 50 points. So, like, whatever, I guess. Shit. Your passing failure for this week, Raindrop from Columbus. Through 3 games played, 49.1% passing on 48 attempts. Again, rough, buddy, rough. Hate to fucking see it, but love to call it out. Your sin bin for this week. Another guy who I know very, very well from Chicago. It's Reaps L24L. Through 9 games played, had 15 penalty minutes. I'm sure at least one of those was a fucking fight because I know that guy loves to fucking drop the mittens.
It's not even that many penalty minutes per game, though. There had to have been somebody better, right?
No, dude, he's
I
the
believe
guy.
you. I believe
he's
you.
the guy. Dude, the end doesn't take a lot of pens. You guys need more goons. You know what? I'm half tempted to sign up. But see, I'll get signed to the A, right? Shit.
Most likely.
Damn. Because like I'll just come out. I'll be
Probably
your
a
fucking.
story for another day.
I'll be your goon. Just fucking.
You can come play for Cleveland.
Bring me on. Anyone you want me to fight. You want me to go a fucking guy. I'll go a fucking guy. I don't care. They shoot after the whistle. I'll go the guy. I don't care. I'll be your fucking goon. This league needs more goons.
You gonna beat that next guy on your list there, TJ?
Hey, I will. Damn. Yes.
9 games, 125. That's crazy.
Yes, your hit parade for this week from the Los Angeles Kings, Libelligerent. 9 games played, 125 hits and 10 penalty minutes. 125 hits through 9 games played. That's not bad at all. That is not bad. That's like
he just owes the body.
Dude, he is just
Love
a body, and I fucking
love it.
Absolutely love it. And only 10 penalty minutes, so he knows where to fucking throw him. So, love that fucking goon. But yeah, I'd fucking go him. I'll go anybody. I don't give a shit. Your big blocker for this week was Maniac Mayo from the Dallas Stars, who 6 games played, had 13 block shots. Looking good, getting in front of some rubber for them. And, he's got the welts to prove it. Your Circle King from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Malbaum. Through 6 games played, 65.3% with 109 face-off wins, dude. That is fucking ridiculous, right? 65.3 through 6 games. Like, that's wild.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Just again, right? Like we talk about it all the time. Just the first passes out of the defensive zone, but also that puck control right off the dot. You need it. You absolutely need it, and he's getting it for them. From Nashville, it's J Popoff, 94. Taking the public skate through 3 games played, had 0 points, was a -2, no penalty minutes, not a darn thing. He was just out there skating circles, doing some figure eights, chatting with the refs, waving to the fans, not doing much of anything else.
He was doing the opposite of popping off.
Yeah, dude, you better change that name.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take a shot at that, but
to to J Na Popoff. Yeah, or something.
Yeah, you're gonna something. If you're gonna keep that up, you gotta do something. At least take a penalty.
Yeah, like the least you could
give me a fight. You can the least you can do is give me a fight.
Yeah, the least you could do is take a really bad pen, right? Like, come on. You're staying exactly. You're staying greedy for this week from Anaheim is Cossack. Through 3 games played, had 10 goals, 1 assist, was a +1. Dude, get rid of that R2 button and just keep on shooting, baby. You know I fucking love it. And your Swiss cheese from the Columbus Blue Jackets, and this one was hard to see. Helsik, through 3 games played, had a .603 save percentage, 8.33 goals against, allowing 25 goals on 63 shots, going 0 for 3 for Columbus this week. Rough. Very, very rough.
That's tough to see because Helly's a lot better than that.
100%. Yep. That's why I was really surprised when I saw that. So, maybe the assumption is the defense in front of him just allowing.
I mean, maybe it was the passing turning to turnovers. Look at the passing failure.
Yeah, well, exactly.
That's Suddy's team.
No. What I'm saying though is you've got the guy with the passing failure on the same team as the guy with the goal that let up goals. I mean, turnovers, odd man rushes, not easy for goalies.
No, absolutely not. But yes, he takes your Swiss cheese. And ladies and gentlemen, it is about time to move over to our Season 11 leaders right now. We'll be starting in the AHL, but I want to remind you once again, if it's first time in here, make sure that you hit that follow button. We are now only 14 follows away from hitting the goal of 500. And if you really love what we're doing here, make sure that you subscribe to get yourself more content and become an actual chalkhead, because we love each and every fucking one of you. So right now, the forward season leaders, leading the way with goals right now is TikTok Ranty at 41. You are going to notice I made a change on this list. I don't know if you noticed it the other night there, Johnny, but we'll get to that. But, so TikTok Ranty right now with 41 goals. Barricade sitting at 40. Jaywalk at 37. Cal Hockey at 32. And Lord Spanky at 30. Obviously TikTok Ranty and Barricade pretty close there. It starts to open up a little bit at the bottom, but nobody's out of this one just yet. It's looking pretty tight. As for the assists right now, Double Ankles leading the way there with 40. Jerk behind him at 38. J-Bone with 37. Crazy Wafer at 36. And Tavares at 36. Of course, Crazy Wafer's there. Dude had like fucking 28 this week alone, right? Just wild. Absolutely wild. Points per game leaders. Right now, Cal Hockey out front with a 5.10. Crosby at 4.92. Quill at 4.75. Now, obviously, I got to preface that with the fact that, he's going to stay at 4.75. I guess we may have to remove him next week because I know I could be wrong, but he was called up to the N.
He was, and I thought about moving him off of that in the plus-minus as well because the points per game might automatically get taken off, but the plus-minus that you see down there definitely going to be hard to get knocked off that automatically. Yeah, so we'll give it to him for this week. We may have to remove him next week, but yes, Quill right now sitting there. Krobos Dan sitting at a 4.42, and K Worker 84 at a 4.33. Your points leaders, which I changed from shots to points because, again, the shots didn't really make sense kind of the way that we were looking at things. So I wanted to get the points leaders overall right now. TikTok Ranty sitting at 73. Barricade at 63. Double Ankles at 62. Yikes at 60. And Jerk at 60. This race is tight. Yes, TikTok Ranty right now, 10 points out in front. But Barricade, Double Ankles, Yikes, and Jerk all really, really close. And there is still plenty of time to catch up there. And then, just to... Yeah. Jerk is also not in Lehigh. I don't know why that's there. He's in Charlotte, I believe. So, was that a trade this week? No, he's always been Charlotte. I just think that maybe somehow a logo didn't get copied over when you did it, but no big deal. Just wanted to,
Well, then I apologize if I did not do it. Ash, you made the list. Yes, you did, buddy. Your plus-minus leaders right now, as we mentioned, Quill will be removed next week, but right now him and Cryptic leading the way there with 40, with a plus 40. Next, John with 37, J-Bone at 36, and Toke Nasty sitting at 35. Guys, as we look at this, as I mentioned, right, that in terms of the points, yes, you over here you have TikTok Ranty right now, 10-point lead on Barricade. The rest of them pretty close. But there's a lot of season left, and like we've seen a couple big weeks now from Barricade.
Yeah, I mean, that's close, and I think it'll get a lot closer. Barricade's coming on these past couple of weeks, and looks like he's finding his stride. So
there's a 3-game difference between the two as well. So like if you looked at the points per game, they're about the same. So if Barricade played more or Ranty played less, I think that would be a lot closer.
Absolutely. So like I said, it is going to be interesting going week to week. Johnny, really quickly, any big standouts to you here? Any surprises right now in terms of like anything on the board here?
I don't think there's really many surprises. Most of these guys, we all know they're pretty good players. Ranty's really good. Barricade, even last season 4, he's been good. You've got a lot of the Checkers guys up there, a lot of the Province guys, Coachella Valley, like they're, the teams that are really doing well, are up there. I mean, to have close to 5 or over 5 points a game is also phenomenal. 5.1, 4.92, like that's, that's really good. That's like NHL level almost.
Yeah, right. That's absolutely wild. And you kind of wonder like how soon before any of those guys get called up. Speaking of the NHL, your season 11 leaders in the NHL right now, dude. Again, you cannot mistake it. Now, I'm going to preface it with this. I thought when I was looking at the goal differential, I was going to actually take a look at the overall games.
You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
I come inside you. What a fucking name. What a fucking name. With the follow, want to thank you very, very much. When I was taking a look at the difference in games, there's only a 2-game difference here right now between Pro Season and I Belligerent. Dude, 60 to 42 right now in terms of goals. Like, this isn't a race. This is Prod kind of running away with it right now. XII 7065 sitting at 38, Dylan at 35, and Pack Frax at 34. For the assist Prod Season, there again leading the way right now with 61, 20 points ahead of Snow, who's at 41. Nazi at 38, XII 7065 at 34, and Kuzi 19 at 33. Points per game. Prod Season, once again, leading the way, 5.5 points per game. Charisma Mentality right behind him at a 5.52. R. Freddy 22 sitting at 4.8. Pack Frax at 4.71. And Snow sitting at 4.46 right now. As overall points, oh man, I never changed that. I made a mistake, boys. I apologize. I wonder if I can change it in real time here. You know what? I think I might be able to. Let's do it. Let's.
You mean Prods does not play for Colorado? Is that what
No,
you're telling me?
no. Prods does not play for Colorado. Nor was he traded to Colorado or anything like that. Here, let me go.
I don't know. I heard him mention something about Colorado earlier. I figured maybe that's.
Yeah, maybe.
No. I don't think Seattle would ever trade him. That would be.
No.
That'd be the equivalent of, I guess, like a McKinnon or a McDavid trade at this point. In the end.
I don't know why it's not going. Oh man, it all froze up on me here. Oh, there we go. Nope. No, it didn't want to go. Come on now.
Maybe it's because you're streaming it. I don't know.
No, I don't think.
But we
so.
know. We know where he is.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Prod Season right now sitting at. Yeah, it's not going for whatever reason. That's really, really weird. Sitting right now at 121 points. XII 7065 at 72. Pack Frax at 66. Yeah, so I missed a couple of these. I don't know how. The heck I did that. I apologize, guys. Dylan sitting at 63 and Belligerent at 62.
It just looks like maybe that row just didn't. Maybe when you changed it from shots to points. Who knows?
I was doing it late, boys. I apologize. So, don't hold it against me. Your plus-minus leaders, at least I got this one right. Prod Season leading the way every category right now at a plus 79. Pack Frax right behind him at a plus 52. Malbomb sitting at plus 32. Gonu sitting at plus 29. Jordy Spams at 29. What can you say about Prod that hasn't already been said?
Stop turning over the fucking puck.
I mean, that's literally
That's the only thing.
But I mean,
somebody's got to step up, start hitting the guy, play defense, something.
I
mean,
it's the way he skates, I think, and the way he's maneuvering the sticks there. It's hard to hit him, knock him off the puck.
Does he have a life?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
Question. Does he have
I will
a
say
life?
this though. Last season, I was on the ice in a team that had to play against him in the AHL. He was an ECU, and it was awful experience. It was like, this guy does not belong down here.
Yeah.
So but no, Prod, we weren't busting on you. We were just joking.
Prod says that he works 7 days a week.
Yeah, 7 days a week playing the game.
No,
I mean,
hey, man. He says, I come on, I rip, and I go to bed. He's just got, you know what he's got? He's got magic thumbs. Magic thumbs. Some boys just got it, man, and it's unbelievable to see, like, the way that this guy is just leading every fucking category right now. It is wild. Absolutely
it's a young
wild.
man's game is what it is.
It is. As we start to get older, our thumb reflexes aren't quite the same. As we look at our defenders right now for your Season 11 leaders over in the A. Points leaders right now is Easy Breezy, 14, sitting at 36 points. Yeshua Returns has dropped a little bit right now behind him at 29. Cookie God at 27, Spider at 26, and Nux at 25. Again, right, this is a much tighter race over on this side for the points. And very, very good to see. A name you're going to see a lot here is obviously Nux, and you'll see why. For interceptions right now, Toxic Decay leading the way there with 39. Nighthawk right behind him at 38. Infinite Madness, another wild member there at 34. Nux at 33. And Exploited Pusher at 33. 4 takeaways. Cookie God right now sitting at 108. I had to go double check that just to verify that number was correct. It is correct. This guy is a fucking takeaway machine right now for Belleville. Absolutely great to see. For the Comets, Easy Breezy behind him at 83. Exploited Pusher at 61. Krent 666 at 57. And I want to talk to Samson sitting at 56. For block shots, Dancing Tank sitting right now at the top with 40. Static Caleb at 35. Nikaki. Every time I say that name. Nikaki's sitting at 34, right at 33, and Cookie God at 32. 4 hits. Nux.
We just call her Nika. We're not even going to try to pronounce that. We just call her Nika.
I say Nikaki. And Hey, huh? Right now, leading the way for hits, it is Nux 1010 at 179 hits. Bruh. 14 hits right now ahead of Static Caleb, who's sitting at 165. Blue Giant at 141. Cookie God at 136. And Spider at 125. Nux loves to hit, and he's showing that he knows how to do it very, very well. And this is a guy that knows exactly when to go for those hits, too. So looks very, very good on him. And as for your plus-minus leaders right now, Locker Room Cancer. What a fucking name. I love it. I hope he's a goon. Sitting right now at a plus 36. RD Laxi at 35. Exploited Pusher at a plus 34. Nux at 33. And Ego Maniacal Stud sitting at 31. Again here, Johnny, like... the interceptions, like very, very tight. Takeaways. Cookie right now is just like he's this guy's looking like a cookie monster.
I mean, he's on every category.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, plus minus. I look at plus minus as it's also a team stat. So like your team's got to be producing offensively as well to be a good plus minus. Interceptions, I'm shocked he's not up there. I'm sure he's probably like 6, 7, maybe 8, 10. I don't know. Yeah, I said 6, 7. Yeah, I know. Anyway, but no, he's got to be in like the top 10 probably if I were to look. But he's on every other good statistical category for a D-man: takeaways, blocks, hits, points. So yes, Hyde, I did. Yeah. So, and to your point, locker room cancer. He's definitely a bit of a goon. He's a good guy. He is a bit of a goon now.
I love me.
But he's a good defender. Yeah, he's a good. He knows. He's like Nux. He knows when to. But they also play a lot of. They play back a little bit in Providence. They play very good, sound, fundamental defense. So he's probably not going to get the hits that he maybe has in other years.
Nope, fair enough. Any standout to you here, Simpson?
I mean, the obvious is Cookie. That's guys just in position to just be there. I mean, that's what you look for in a defenseman. It's going to be a stay-at-home guy, and just 108 takeaways. I'd like to see his interceptions as well. Nuxon is 179 hits. I mean, does he stay out of the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 12 penalty minutes in 15 games with those hits. So, that's less than a penalty minute per game.
Yeah.
So, no, he's good at that.
Yeah, Nux is more likely to take a tripping penalty than he is like an interference or a roughing call.
And Cookie God's at 29 interceptions. So, like I said, he's not in the top. I think he's like 11th. So, he's right there. It's respectful.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. And as just going back to Cookie one more time, right? Like, if Belleville can fully turn this around, right, you got to think you're building, from the back out. So you kind of you start with Cookie God and kind of figure out a way to build it out and maybe get a little bit of offense. This guy, you put him with a solid partner. You have that shutdown pair. If you can, outscore how many goals this guy's going to stop. Dude, you're in a pretty good fucking spot. Maybe Belleville can turn it around from that. As we mentioned right off the bat, we haven't seen an awful lot of movement in the A, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next week. Looking at your defenders for the LMSN, right now Yuko Young leading the way in points over there with 45. Gwiz sitting at 30. Dino at 26, Pasky at 26, and Emlyn at 25. For interceptions, it's Morks QC sitting at 44, Excel at 41. I'm on a plane at 41 as well, dropping down a couple spots this week. This guy just kind of came out of nowhere last week and still looking pretty darn good. Virus sitting at 40, and Jan 44 sitting at 36. For takeaways, 2K moving up into that number one spot now with 90. I'm on a plane at 88. Blind Suspect at 75. L PlayStation, there's that name again, at 66. And Swedzy at 63. Blocked shots, Virus right now with 30. Only 3 ahead of Blind Suspect at 27. Jan behind him at 25. I'm on a plane at 23. And Viper Maw 82 at 22. For hits, it's Dino right now out front with 103, only 2 ahead of Gwiz, from Detroit. Robsy sitting at 88, Dr. Spec Ops at 80, and meningitis. Oh my God, meningitis. Wow. Just a little dyslexia this evening, folks. But yeah, meningitis 101 sitting at 71. And for your plus minus, Gonchar right now is a plus 40. Dome Beers at plus 35. And the rest of the Seattle defensemen, El Sriracha 8 at plus 35. Clamps at a plus 32. And Yuko Young at plus 26. Obviously, a lot of this has to do with how well the Seattle Kraken are outscoring their opponents, but the Seattle defense has looked pretty good here as well. Johnny?
Yeah, that is a phenomenal four-pair of, top 2 lines of defense there. The one thing that stands out to me in this list, though, is Jan. He's in Vancouver. He's top 5 in interceptions. Yeah. He's 3rd in block shots with a team that has 6 points. So he's not giving up. He is playing out there, trying.
Yeah.
That's somebody you build around right there.
Exactly. And it's hard when you see a guy that's playing that hard, even on a team like that. You want to get him to somewhere where he can maybe contend, right? And Max just keeps on playing Yeet over and over again. I don't know. I love you, Max. I fucking love you.
We're gonna yeet Max out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna yeet Max out of the fucking chat in a second. I'm just joking, buddy. I never would. Yeah, like again, looking at it all the way around, right? Like one of the other things that really stands out to me, going even back to the offense and looking here at the defense, it's a lot of West. A lot of West sitting atop of the leaderboards here. In the end right now, I thought we were going to start to see things kind of tighten up. It hasn't happened yet, so it'll be interesting to see what happens as we move into week number 4 here, guys, because, some of these West guys are really starting to get out ahead, for sure.
So there's another kind of interesting fact here.
Yeah.
You've got the best team, statistically wise, points wise, the best team in the league right now is the Bruins by 4 points.
Yeah.
Only one Bruins defender on that list.
Yeah.
Or Bruins player at all. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely, right? And Dome Beers is the only one there, like in any category, right? So it is, it is interesting to see, right? But again, like when your team is outscoring everybody by like 10, right? Like again, I don't want to rub salt in the wound. I know we may have a couple folks from there here in the chat, right? But you watch that the Seattle-Dallas game. I assumed that one on Friday night was going to be an awful lot closer. It was not. It was an absolute shellacking, and I believe the final score was 12-3 for Seattle, right? And that's against a very, very strong Dallas team, right? Like that's just what these guys are doing. They are fucking rolling their opponents right now. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the remainder of the season goes there. As we look at our goalie leaders, your season 11 leaders right now, leading the way with wins so that's PMH 50, sitting right now with 13 wins. Aku Reaper at 12, Cool Grandpa at 11, Smoke Grenaders at 11, and Tommy G Bags sitting at 10 wins right now. So again, a very, very tight race there. Obviously, only 3 weeks in, anything can happen here, but that one, nobody's been quite able to open it up just yet. As for saves, Portahoody sitting right now at 382, Cool Grandpa at 375, Dirty D 1981 at 347, Lemieux Forever at 301, and Mad Attack at 295. Shots against, Portahoody has faced 467 shots, Cool Grandpa 464, Dirty D 433, Lemieux Forever 387, and Mad Attack at 386. Obviously, those two, it's kind of going hand in hand, but definitely kind of shows you, only one of these guys is sitting here in that win category. Grandpa coming up huge right now for that team. That's allowing him to see an awful lot of rubber.
Great. There goes his head now.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Cookie, shut up, man. Dude, you were all over the defensive list. Don't you? You're not on the goalie list. Come on, buddy. Well, because you block so many shots, you're not a goalie, though. Save percentage right now, it's Deadly Baron at 862. Reaper sitting at 861. Very, very close race there. Smoke Grenaders at 856. Jiffy Jeff at 853, and WMD Maple sitting at 843. As for your goals against average leaders right now, Smoke Grenaders leading the way with a 2.17. Closest to him is WMD Maple at 2.57. Aku Reaper sitting at 2.6. Deadly Baron at 2.73, and Jiffy Jeff tied with him at 2.73 there as well. Grenadier right now with 11 wins, 856 save percentage, and 2.17 goals against. This is a guy, yes, there's obviously some good defense out in front of him, but this is a guy that is obviously seeing the puck very well and making those stops when his team needs him to.
Oh, for sure. He's a good guy. Solid goaltender. But I gotta shout out my boy PMH. That he's been a rock for us, and that he's lost only one game so far this season, and that was earlier, or I think it was Friday night. We let him down on that one. He played great, and we shit the bed in front of him. But that's why his save percentage is crap and his goals against average, because of that one game. But Grandpa, I mean, cool Gramps, you're gonna get Gramps up there in his
fucking bad.
geriatric ass. It's just he's gonna win you games, but he's got to figure out something for that defense. I mean, he's facing too many shots. Same with Hootie.
No, yeah. No, 100%, right? Like, eventually that's going to slow down, right? Like, or has to slow down if you're going to stay. Like, obviously, the Canucks are in a great spot in the standings, right? But how long does that last when you're allowing your goaltender to see that much rubber every single night, right? Like, you got to lock it down in front of him. You'll give him some better chances, right? So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes, because for him to be like leading, number 3 in wins, right, but not showing up on either the save percentage or the goals against average, right? Like, they're clearly outscoring some of their problems, but you're not going to be able to continue doing that. So they have to figure something out. Maybe they're a team that kind of needs to make a move for some defense right now. And it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and you see a lot of the categories there with both of the shot goalies up there. I can tell you right now, like Smoke Grenaders in 12 games, he's faced 181 shots.
Yeah.
That's not even 20 shots a game. That's like napkin math. That's like 15, 16 a game. So
yeah,
like, defense in front of him is played solid. No knock on Smoke. He's a phenomenal goalie, but defense in front of him definitely helps.
No, absolutely, and that's it's huge. It's huge, right? When your defensemen are able to hold that line in front of you, that's what's most important. Dadbot coming in and giving me the booze. Thank you very much, Dadbot. I love it when you boo me. It gets me hard. It genuinely gets me hard. Harder than a diamond in an ice storm here, boys and girls. Yeah, like, again, right, like, looking at it straight across the board, obviously some great goaltending here. Hopefully the Canucks can figure something out for defense and hold on to that spot and make Grandpa look real good here in the next little while. We're going to go to the goalies over in the LMS one more time. Just want to remind you, if it's your first time in here, hit that follow button. Hit that follow. We like follow. And then also, if you're interested in more content, make sure that you subscribe. We love those too, and it helps me to send the wife out for a night so we can do party streams. Let's fucking go! I love to party. So right now, looking over at the LMS, and your wins right now: OG Dirty Birds, and I believe it's Elsa Gerbros. I think Elsa Ag Herbros. I don't know. Anyway, right. Did one of you know how that's supposed to be pronounced?
No, I'm not even going to try.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I've seen it several times, and I still don't know.
All right, we're just going to say Elsa. So OG Dirty Birds and Elsa right now tied up at 17 wins apiece, right? So obviously the race pretty tight there. Valou has really come up since last week right now, all the way up to 15 wins. Shale still in the race there with 13 wins, and Tommy Boy sitting at 10. 4 saves. Flying LV right now sitting at 358. Elsa at 317. Shea at 299. OG Dirty Birds at 287. And Velo at 239. Flying LV is leading the way with shots against at 479. Elsa at 408. I forgot to make a change there. I apologize. Shea sitting at, dude, I forgot to make a couple changes there. Dude, look at me making mistakes all over the place. Guys, I apologize. Shea at 400. OG Dirty Birds at 383. And Velo at 298 right now. In terms of your save percentage leaders right now, Cold Alert sitting at an 809 save percentage. Tommy Boy at 806, right behind him. Silly Kaiser at 803, Velo at 802, and Kiltred at 798. And as for the goals against average, Cold Alert sitting now at a 3.00, Tommy Boy at 3.08, Assis at 3.22, and Kiltred at 3.27, with Velo at 3.28. Again, pretty tight race there. And if Velo keeps on playing the way that he is, like, it's just a matter of time before he's making his way up to the top of a couple of these lists. Boys.
Yeah, the one thing that stands out to me, there's a lot more offense in the N than there is in the A. You don't have any goalie with above an 810. We've got a couple with 850 and 860s in the A. Goals against average 3 is your low end, which is crazy. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And when you got teams like Seattle that are putting up fucking 14 goals a game, like, yeah, or 12 to 14 goals a game, it's wild.
One thing that stood out to me was Chelsea. She's faced 400 shots, 299 saves. Nashville's got to do something to get some defense in front of her.
Yeah.
And she's still got 13 wins.
I want to know how she has 400 shots against in Vegas, but she has 299 saves in Nashville. Like, how are you doing this? Are you in two places at once? Like, what's going on?
Okay, you know what? You don't need to point out my mistakes to the people. Thank you very much. I said that I made mistakes and that I screwed up on that line. I know you had to do it. You had to do it, and I get it. I appreciate you. Dude, I'm not perfect when I'm doing some of this shit at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No, completely understandable.
Yeah. No. You know, like I said, right? You know, like there's some definitely some good goaltending here, right? But you know, 3 of your win leaders are out of the West. 1, 2, 3, or actually only 2 of your save percentage. 2 your save percentage and 2 goals against are out of the West. Everything else out of the East. But when it comes to like the goals, it's the West, right? So like it seems to be the West is offense, the East is defense. Which one is going to win out in the end? It's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. Dad bod, I am doing my job. I need more sleep. Okay. So you want to come on in and help me, Dad bod? By all means, I'll fucking take some help. I could use it, you know. But
yeah, I was looking at those stats earlier. When somebody pointed out in the chat, I forget who it was now, that you know, the West is more defensively, and the East is more offense, and it's you know,
it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, the West. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, so the West, you have the Kraken have 186 goals. Not another team above 128. You look at the East, and it's pretty even spread. There's a lot of teams in the 120 to 140, but nobody above. You know.
Yeah.
Of that, so
yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how how this season goes. Like I said, it is spread out a little more evenly across the East. So you know, again, which is going to win out, because obviously the East has the goaltending and defensive advantage. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch as the rest of the season moves along. That is it, boys and girls. I hope that you have enjoyed our show for this evening. Guys, I want to thank you all once again for joining me here tonight. Johnny, you know, a big week ahead, you know, without mentioning your own team, because obviously you are going to be paying attention to your own team. Who's the team that you're kind of watching this week?
You know, I didn't get a chance to actually look at the schedules for the entire league this week, so I really don't know that I can speak much to that. But obviously, when it looks at the standings, you know, and you look at the divisions and whatnot, you've got 2 of those that are real close. You know, the Pacific. I mean, you mentioned it. The Silver Knights or the Gulls, they go on one good run.
Yep.
They go from 4th and 5th to 1st.
Yep.
So I don't think it's one team. I think it's a division. I think it's the Pacific. You know, outside of, and I'm going to say it, it's going to sound biased, but outside of, you know, like this Checkers Ice Hawks matchup that's coming up.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, you know, that might be on the stream. It might not. You know, we'll see. But that's, you know, it's gonna be a good game. But yeah, definitely the divisions with their races.
I agree. Like that single division seems to be a whole lot of fun. Pretty tight there.
It's anybody's right now, and it's still early, but it is anybody's.
Yeah, because it is still so close, like from top to bottom. What about for you, Simpson? Who's the team that you're going to be watching this week?
The Baby Pins and the Baby Nucks.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Huge took over the Baby Pins, and it's like a night and day difference. It seems like the guys there want to play for Huge. We've seen them catch up. They were down at the bottom. Now they're sitting about mid-pack now. And with the Baby Nugs, I'm looking to see what Gramps does.
Yeah.
See if he can figure out that defense. See if he can figure out taking those shots off of him. And if he does, they're a team we could possibly see back into the finals again, in my opinion.
Well, for sure. And, like for me, yeah, so if I'm talking about the A, I think the Nucks are one of those teams that I'm definitely going to be watching, again, because, again, they've been able to outscore their problems up until now. Are they going to be able to continue doing that going forward, or do they figure out defense by making a couple moves here, or, do the boys kind of settle in, buy into a system that's going to work for them, or whatever. Over in the end, there's so many that you could easily say. In the West, for me, it has to be Colorado. I'm going to be paying very, very close attention to Colorado because Colorado is really starting to pick it up. They have a pretty good rhythm going right now. Obviously, Seattle out quite a bit in that division. But this Colorado team is one of the only teams that I've seen that actually held their own. If I remember correctly, they were Colorado was down by 5 to Seattle and ended up winning the game like 7-5. So that Colorado team is one that, I'm really going to be paying very, very close attention to. Over in the East right now, it's definitely for me watching that race between the Rangers and the Penguins. I think this one is about to heat up, and I'm expecting both of those teams to have a pretty good week, and which one is going to win out. I can't wait to see what next week's standings look like here, boys. But I want to thank you very much for joining me, Johnny. You've been absolutely fantastic, and want to thank you for all your help again, man.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, definitely.
And Simpson, first time in, not so bad, huh?
No, man. I'm glad you let me come on, man. This is fun. Have to do it again for sure.
Absolutely, and would love to have you back here with me. Thank you, boys, both very, very much for joining me here tonight. As for all of you, I want to thank you very, very much for joining us here tonight in the Chalk Zone for your Week 3 recap of LMS Season 11. I, as always, have been your host, TJchalkboard, coming to you live from the basement of the Legion of Doom headquarters. I will see you on Wednesday night for Wednesday Night LMS Hockey. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.
Are you even in this? The scars they form with distance. A prison. It's like I'm trapped inside my mind.